Fellowship is a new game developed by Chief Rebel, published by Arc Games, that just launched its early access and is officially labeled as the first ever MODA, standing for Multiplayer Online Dungeon Adventure, which is pretty much a game that focuses on just the dungeon portion of MMOs. People are calling this a Mythic plus simulator. Rather than give a review or an opinion on the game, especially considering I really haven't played that much of the game, certainly not to the point where I feel qualified to give a full-fledged credible review of the game, I thought it'd be better for me to do more of an objective breakdown of the game to share with you guys what this game has to offer, so you can form your own opinions on whether or not this is something you want to dive into. This is a sponsored video, meaning I am getting paid to publish this on my channel and getting direct feedback from the Fellowship team to ensure the info in this video is correct. The goal here is to give you an accurate picture of what this game has to offer. If this is interesting to you and you guys want to check the game out for yourselves, be sure to click on the link in the description below. Okay, so as mentioned before, Fellowship is essentially a game that just hyper focuses on the dungeon portion of MMORPGs. The basic structure of the game is as follows. You create an identity and you choose between the heroes that exist within the game, each hero having a certain playstyle and specified role, those roles being the classic Holy Trinity: tank, healer, and DPS. You can freely swap between these heroes at any time outside of a dungeon. After selecting a hero, you'll automatically be placed in a town-like lobby. This town lobby acts as your base of operations and is pretty much just a condensed town that's sharded in MMORPGs. In this town, there are NPCs that you can interact with to buy and upgrade things, dummies to test your damage on, players you can interact with in real time, etc. From here, you'll be queuing into the main content of the game, the dungeons. Dungeons come with a few different options. First, you have quick play. These are your shorter, easier, more casual one boss runs with the lowest of entry barriers, typically lasting around 10 to 15 minutes. Gear levels are also normalized in this mode. Next, you have challenge mode. This is your sweatier, more difficult content, Mythic plus stuff people talk about. Dungeons in this mode scale in difficulty utilizing modifiers, enhanced patterns, and timers. This mode has leagues, which are essentially difficulty tiers: Contender, Adept, Champion, and Paragon being the highest, each league going from +1 to +7 in difficulty, +7 being the capstone dungeon, which serves as a transition point from one league to the next. In other words, a challenging encounter that pushes you to the next tier. Each level and league drops gear respective to the difficulty. This is the foundational grind of Fellowship. Start from the bottom, push to the top. And finally, you have the Eternal mode. Once clearing the final Paragon capstone dungeon, you'll unlock Eternal mode, which in a nutshell is the same thing, only with higher difficulty, uncapped scaling, and long-term pushing for leaderboards. I do want to mention pushing through the ranks here. The difficulty of these obviously ramp, but don't expect them to just ramp in HP and damage. The fights evolve as you go up with enhanced patterns and mechs. Character progression is obviously tied to what I call the push through the challenge and eternal modes. As you clear these dungeons, you get gear, currency, and experience towards your character progression. Gear is very straightforward. You have graded gear with item levels along with set bonus options. These pieces are mostly farmed within the dungeons and can be upgraded at an NPC in the town lobby. And you have your talents, which are also very straightforward. You'll have a list of talents to choose from. You'll be able to choose one talent out of 3 options for every line. Lastly, we have a horizontal account-wide star map, which I believe is the unofficial name for this. This star map may look a little bit overwhelming at first, but it's actually not, considering it's just a linear path through all the directions that will unlock things for you in game. For example, you now unlocked a new talent row, or you unlocked a mount. When it comes to the classes or heroes in Fellowship, you have 2 tanks, 2 healers, and 5 DPS. Each hero has its own unique playstyle, as mentioned earlier in this video. Personally, I've only played with Mako, and I feel this would be a good time for us to segue into the combat of the game, using Mako as an example. The combat in Fellowship is your classic tab targeting system. For a more detailed look, let me give you an example by explaining how Mako's kit works. Mako's core gameplay revolves around a combo-based system that builds and spends resources. She has 3 different combos: a defensive combo, a kick combo, and a punch combo. Each of those combos have 2 combos within it, giving you a total of 6 combos that you cycle through. In a nutshell, the defensive combo bolsters defenses, the kick combo is for AoE, and then the punch combo is for single target. The kick and punch combo, aside from the AoE and single target distinction, pretty much work in the same way, where combo 1 gives you charges and combo 2 spends those charges. Spending the charges not only deals more damage, but it also heals you back for the damage dealt, giving her sustain. In addition to her combos, she also has other abilities that work off of cooldowns, be it defensives, gap closers, heals, or interrupts. Again, every class has its own unique playstyle, so don't expect every class to play exactly like this. When it comes to the core part of the game, this is pretty much it. It's pretty simple. I could quite literally sum it up in one sentence: a classic tab targeting holy trinity game that focuses on dungeon pushing. Once again, if you guys want to check out the game for yourself, be sure to click on the link in the description below. Also, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. And I think that pretty much is going to wrap this one up. I'll see you guys in the next video.